I made some yummy cilantro lime rice. All I did was take the rice that I made in my rice cooker last night. I just heated it up in the microwave, and then I added the juice and zest of a lime with some cilantro and a little bit of garlic salt, and that is it, guys. That's your cilantro lime rice. Super easy, super quick, delicious. I am about to start on the tofu scramble. All right, I decided to make some guacamole first, and then I'll make the tofu scramble, but this is just 3 avocados, some cilantro, garlic salt, pepper, onion powder, and fresh cracked pepper, and the juice of, I think I only used half a lime. Yeah. All right, I've got a little bit of the I can't believe it's not butter in the bottom of my skillet. I'm gonna add some chopped onions and some minced garlic, and then I'll get my tofu in there. This is the brand that I use. The Nasoya organic extra firm tofu. Alright, I got my onions and my garlic in here. I'm just gonna start taking little pieces off of my big chunk of tofu, and then just kind of crumbling it into my pan. That's it. Alright, I'll meet you back here when it's seasoning time. Alright, you just want to let this cook, I don't know, till pretty much you don't have any liquid in the pan, because if you didn't press your tofu, you're going to have a lot of liquid in your pan, and you don't want that, so you want to go ahead and just let it cook. See all the liquid? You want to let that cook down, and just keep stirring it. And then what I'm going to add to it, and I don't measure. I'm gonna add some ground paprika. Wish I had smoked, but I don't. Some onion powder, some turmeric, fresh cracked pepper, some garlic salt, and nutritional yeast. This is what I like to put in mine. Sometimes I switch it up. I add some fresh herbs. I add some dried herbs. I don't know. Really, it's your preference, and however much you want to put in there is also your preference. So anyway, I'm going to continue to cook this, and then I'll show you what it looks like once I add the spices. Alright, as you can see, the liquid is pretty much gone from the pan, which is what you want. And then I'm just going to add my seasoning. So I'm going to add a little bit of paprika, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic salt. I need 2 hands for the pepper, so I'll add that last, and then some nutritional yeast because I like that flavor. And then a little bit of turmeric for the color. I'm gonna add the pepper, and then I'll be back. You have your eggs. No, get your tofu scramble, and I'm gonna add. Oh, my pan just moves all over the place. But I'm going to add some of this spinach that I bought this morning. I'm just going to add a big handful of spinach. Maybe a little more because it wilts down. Yeah, big handful of spinach. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn off my burner. And just the heat from the scramble is going to wilt that. And yeah. I'm going to go ahead and let this do its thing. I'm going to transfer this into another container to stay warm. And then I'm going to get making the hash browns. Right, same pan, because this is my favorite pan. It's the biggest one I own. And yeah, so I've got the same setup going. Got some garlic, onions, and I can't believe it's not butter. And I'm going to add, these are the potatoes I'm using. They're thick cut hash browns. Got some orange bell pepper, some mushrooms, and then my arsenal of spices that I'm going to put into it. I've got cumin, some chili powder, paprika, organic sprinkle, onion powder, garlic salt, pepper, and I'm not going to put nooch, I just haven't put it up. I wish I had smell-o-vision. You guys, this smells so good. So I'm going to get some color on these mushrooms, then I'm going to add the potatoes and the seasonings, and probably a little bit more of the I can't believe it's not butter. I pulled these out of the freezer to start to thaw out a little bit before I put them in there, but I'm going to use this entire bag. Oh yeah, it's going to be so good. I can't wait to eat. All right, the hash browns and the seasonings are in the pan. You're going to continually have to work this because if you have a non-stick pan, mine has seen better days, so it sticks a little, but you want to move this around quite a bit. You want to keep it going, keep it moving, and if you use oil, put oil down so it keeps it from sticking. I use water or vegetable stock. I don't have any vegetable stock, so I'm using water to keep it from sticking, and I'm also moving it around in the pan. And once it gets to a certain stage, then I'll start pressing it and then letting the bottom crisp up and then do all that. So, but first you gotta get it going, you gotta get it cooking, and then you can start crisping it up. So you have to cook it first. So if that makes any sense. I'm horrible at explaining. All right, so I have pressed them. I've turned the heat down. It's on medium. And I have pressed them into the pan. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut this into like quarters and then flip each quarter and just get it nice and crispy, and then it'll be almost time to eat. All right, I already cut them into quarters. Now I'm gonna see if I can do this on camera. I don't know if I can. But basically you want to get underneath, okay, as best you can, and flip it over, and then push it back down. And you want to do that with all 4 quarters. And you get underneath there, and then push it back down. See that crispiness? That's what you want all over it. So you're going to do this a couple times. You're going to be flipping it. I'm going to be flipping it, moving it around the pan a lot. Oh, look at that one. So just keep doing that. Keep flipping it, pressing it. And I don't know, I don't know how long I let it go before I flipped it. Not real paying attention to it. I'm just kind of letting it do its thing. And then when I think I should cut it and flip it again, then I do. Yummy. These are starting to get some good color on them. And this doesn't really take that long, but it's something that you need to watch because you need to constantly flip it. So, I mean, it gets stuck easily, but you just scrape it off and flip it over. Look at that. And you just press it back down. So, that's all I've been doing is just flipping my hash browns. All right, hash browns are done. I want to stress the importance of a non-stick pan. Look at that. Nothing. All right, so I'm going to dump this into my bowl, start my beans, clean this pan, which really I'm just going to wipe it out because look at that. There's nothing. There's nothing. You guys, it's going down. Got my guacamole, some tomatoes, Daiya shreds, some cilantro, some pickled jalapeños, some avocado verde. Got my tofu scramble with spinach. Heated up some leftover taco meat. Got my cilantro lime rice back here. My hash browns here. My beans here. Oh, and my pan is ready to go. Oh, and I actually found some extra large, the burrito grande, the ones we like. So I can't film and assemble, so just gonna have to trust me that it's gonna be worth it. It might not look that pretty, but oh my goodness, yum.